Talia Haysworth of Worth Incorporated. You might have heard of it. It's where you're employed. Yeah. Welcome to the big corporate family that you will see way more than your actual family, so at this point, why even distinguish the two? Happy to be here. Happy to see you. Happy to... Yeah. Walk with me, will you? You see, the fun thing about that is that I'm phrasing it as an offer instead of a command. But it is. Walk with me. Walk with me. Now, how long have you been at Worth Incorporated? 2 weeks? 3? You see, I don't really have the need to pay attention to bottom feeders unless they're eating into my bottom line or actually eating my ass, so sorry not sorry if I'm not so caught up on the office goss. Regardless, you've gotten my attention now, so you've either been doing something very, very right, or things are about to go very, very wrong for you. Now, which one do you think it is? Don't hedge your bets. We're all friends here. Guess. Hi, Riboslava. Tell Donna that if she keeps using LinkedIn for all her high-standard hookups, I can just as easily use her as a Lincoln, which is almost as tragic as being a Kennedy, but you only need the one bullet to destroy her entire lineage. K. You were wrong. Should I give you the chance to guess again? Should I? Should I really? Should I throw a parade for you when you get the answer right this time too? Should I? Should I throw a parade? Will the president be there? Give me a break. Small fry, things are looking bad. The corporation's in the red, and unless I'm willing to personally suck and fuck every shareholder to get us back in the black, we're not going to survive this. And we're an internationally traded company, and I do not love this company enough to actually go through with that. I do love money is the thing, and this is the scale I must balance my soul against if I'm ever going to see a lick of heaven in this lifetime, so concessions must be made. I'm doubtful if such a thing is even conceivable. You have to break a lot of legs before you realize you're not even making an omelet anymore, but that you're actually really, really good at breaking legs, and maybe people should be paying you to do that instead, or rather, pay you way more not to do that. The same way you shake hands with both Ronalds to prevent the next ice age in 1988, but regardless. Our side of the market will totally collapse if we have to announce mass layoffs, and we very well might have to. I mean, Donna was once hospitalized for swallowing a box of pins, thinking they were Tic Tacs, and John in accounting had a stroke, so I'd say this is less like losing a limb and more like cutting out a despicable, vile cancer that inexplicably makes the air less fresh and the grass less green, but you try explaining joy and love to anyone on Wall Street, right? You might be wondering why I'm discussing this with you, of all people. Lowest of the low, newest employee, a pimple in the proximity to the dead weight that makes up this flabby company that I totally torched to the ground if the IRS was slightly less savvy. You might be wondering why. Are you wondering why? Oh, splendid! Donna's moving her way up the animal kingdom to animals that actually have brains, if not spines. Someday she might even climb the ladder to fucking dying dogs. We can all hope for her sake, 'cause it's not getting better. It's not getting better. I'm simply curious what the pressure would do to you at this stage. Lowest of the low. I mean, And I mean it! The absolute lowest of the absolute lowest on the corporate ladder! Even the janitors are unionized, but strangely enough, you are not. The only thing that makes you different from a temp is that your employment is uncertainly short. And, naturally, of course, the lack of support from all angles, from every aspect of this organization and all others outside of it. You have nothing but the news you were handed the day you were born, and now God is going to ask you to hang yourself with it, bitch. And I'm your God. And I'm telling you to swing low, sweet chariot. Now, what are you going to do about it? Well, you're at your most expendable. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. You might think it's everything, but it's nothing. And you know it's nothing. Deep, deep down. Nothing in comparison to the life you could be living. The life you should be living. The life I have. The cars, the house, the men, the knowledge that my name is on someone's lips right this second somewhere in the world. That someone is always listening to my voice. The fact that I am immortal. The fact that even if this company crumbles to ash, the embers would sooner let the world itself burn than die with a fucking whimper like a dog getting shot out back. And of course the women. You want a victory. A destiny. You want this. And if you don't want what I have, you want to be me. Like anybody doesn't. But listen. I wear that same noose. It's just that most people call it a choker. Heart of the kingdom, if you must know, but you see what I'm getting at? When you put an ugly, worthless, dense dying lump of coal underneath enough heat and pressure for enough time, it turns into a brilliant diamond, worth being strung across the neck of Talia Haysworth, the world's most famous female CEO. I personally think the world's most famous CEO has a better ring to it, but maybe when the annual yacht party comes around, the world will be singing my tune. You know, so long as I still have a yacht. And that's where you come in, sweets. Are you going to let yourself burn in the inferno to come, or are you going to rise from the ashes? Because somebody else asked me that question once. And I was just like you. I didn't know what to say, what to do. I was tripping over myself just to keep up with the rat race. I had nothing, and I was nothing. Nothing I said or did would matter anyways. So I made the kind of choice you cut your teeth on, and it made me who I am today, right here, right now. Maybe that doesn't mean as much to you in the face of a company tearing itself at the seams to stay alive, even in the face of your own imminent suffering, but just imagine if you got to be the one standing in my shoes, telling someone else what I just told you. What would you do then? And what would you do to guarantee that that shoe fit as perfectly as a glove? What are you willing to do to get the life that you not wanted, but deserved this entire time? That's the kind of question I've asked myself every night before I fall asleep and every morning when I wake up, ever since I was but a girl boss, as opposed to a woman boss, naturally, and it got me here. I can't help but wonder where it might take you.